So, welcome to a new video. If you have seen the last part, you may have seen that we solved the issues of the misfires, and this was a step that was necessary to get this car fast, obviously. But we had some different problems which were related to, well, tires. Or much rather the roads here, because apparently the B roads here are very slippery, which means that we did not have any traction in second, third gear, or sometimes even fourth, although that was only in corners or whatever. So yeah, we had to solve that. And surprisingly enough, the solution was pretty easy. And that was just going onto a highway and trying to accelerate there. And lo and behold, we have found traction. Not only in third gear, but also in second gear. Which means that we can now add power again. But I'm gonna talk to you about the things that we did now to improve, first of all, traction, and the second of all, also improve the acceleration, because we, as you've seen in the last videos probably, when shifting, the turbo lag was quite, yeah, substantial. First of all though, what happened when we went onto the highway? Well, we tried out a few things. First of all, I had to also wire in a boost solenoid to control the boost pressure, or rather to control the boost in general. And I tried to get the turbo to come on sooner, but the problem is, well, apparently, because that turbo is so large and so slow to spin up, when I've reached fourth gear, well, in third gear it was okay. The turbo spooled up just as it would normally, but on fourth gear, since you have much more momentum, or rather since the turbo has more exhaust flow, because the car accelerates slower to spool up, well, we kind of reached the boost cut and almost hit 2 bar or 30 PSI. Luckily, the car did not blow up, obviously, because the engine is built, or at least it has rods, and the overboost protection went in and saved us here from going anything above that. But it looks like on the turbocharger that big, we cannot use that strategy where you use the boost controller to get the turbo to spool quicker. So we can't do that here, which is kind of a bummer, but well, we can't do anything about it now. So we tried running without the boost controller, so just the wastegate spring that we had at 1.2 bar, as you would have seen in the first few videos, and that went pretty well. We did some 100 to 200 runs, or even some 0 to 60, since the highway was pretty empty, and yeah, went pretty good. Although, as you can see in the footage, our shifts, or rather the in between shifts, the acceleration was terrible because the turbo lost all its momentum and had to spool back up again, which made the transitions very, very slow. Because of that, I decided to try something else, and as you may have seen in the first videos of this car, we had a blow-off valve that was not really opening at lower boost levels. So we put a much lighter spring in it, so it would open basically at any boost pressure. And the thing I've tried now is to put in back this stiffer spring to get the valve to stay closed under moderate boost levels again, and maybe open up on higher boost levels, so you could keep some of the pressure in the boost piping and maybe retain more transient response between shifts. And that worked out pretty good, as you can see in the footage right here. So we went a lot quicker in between shifts. You can see on the logs also that when you shifted and then you went into the next gear, the turbo was already, or the boost pressure was already at like 7 to even 10 PSI sometimes, or even 0.7 bar. So you didn't have to, or the turbo did not have to spool up as much as it would with the blow-off fully opening, which was a big advantage and made the shifts quite a lot quicker, or rather the in-between shifts. And yeah, but I'm still probably gonna need a smaller turbo anyway, because the 3582 that's on there right now is just too big. But we did not up the boost yet, since we only wanted to make the car a bit faster in general and, well, needed to find some grip, which we did. So now we can add boost, which we're gonna do in the next video. As I said, I've installed a boost solenoid, which we can turn up the boost with in the ECU. And we're running, as I said, 1.2 bar now, so which is about 18 PSI or so, and we're gonna turn it up to about 1.5 bar, which is about 20 to 22 PSI. And then it should be pretty fast for an MX-5. We're also gonna make it a bit lighter, so adding a lightweight battery, a lightweight trunk, and we got some stuff so that we will get below 900 kilograms without me in it. I'm gonna try to lose some weight as well, but yeah, that might take some time longer. And yeah, hope you liked it as always. And if you want to see more, if you have any questions about this build, we're gonna also do a build breakdown soon when we are reaching kind of the end of this stage. And yeah, then I'm gonna tell you how much this costs in total. In the end, it was not that much. That's how much I can tell you now. And yeah, anyway, have a nice day and goodbye.